Today is July 23rd, and this essay is on the commodities market. Now, I've looked at, dozens of different data points, and unfortunately, all of them in the commodities market are in the red, and at the moment, pointing towards the negative. Actually, that's not entirely true. Natural gas prices are down 14% from where they were last year. Question: how in the world is that even possible? With the Strait of Hormuz closed, with the Strait of Bab el-Mandeb in the Red Sea and into the Suez Canal closed, and on top of that, no matter what you think of Russia, Europe's imports roughly about 12% of their liquid natural gas from Russia, or at least they did. And now we're essentially closing down most of Russia's Black Sea exports of oil and natural gas. The point being, supply lines all around the world are being choked off at the moment, with essentially no end in sight. Now, having said that, how in the world are natural gas prices going down or down 14%? Let's look at the charts. This is the chart of natural gas prices from the St. Louis Federal Reserve. Now, natural gas is currently at $2.80. Again, down 14% over the last 12 months. Now, to appreciate this, let's look at natural gas prices in Europe. Now, natural gas prices in Europe are at $15.09. Again, they're at $2.80 in the United States. Europe's natural gas prices are 5 times higher than in the U.S. Now, let's say for a second that you're the one selling natural gas for a major, international oil company. And again, it's a worldwide market. Why would you sell into the U.S. market at $2.80 when you could sell into Europe at $15? The point being, you wouldn't. That's just totally illogical. Given that's the case, why would U.S. prices drop 14% over the last 12 months? U.S. markets would have to go up just to compete. It literally makes no sense for natural gas prices to go down. Now, hopefully that just makes some common sense. Now, let's look at crude oil prices. This is a picture of Brent crude oil spot prices. Now, Brent Crude is the kind of worldwide benchmark for oil prices. And as you can see, it was around $70 a barrel before February 28th, the start of the war. Then it shot up to around $130 a barrel. And for some inexplicable reasons, prices have dropped all the way back down a few weeks ago to around the $70 range. Now, this is important. There's not one economist in the world that can explain this. Everybody can, arguably make a guess. An economist can, offer an opinion. But nobody can tell me that you can cut out 25 to 30% of the world's oil supplies with no end in sight and tell me that prices will stay down. There's literally no common sense to that argument. Bottom line, be prepared for gas prices at the pump to go up. Well, question: how does this essay on the commodities market and oil and gas impact the real estate market? Well, it might be a good question to ask. How would $8 to $10 a gallon for gas at the pump affect your plans? If you need help answering that question, reach out to your eXp real estate broker, or if you need one, reach out to me here. We'll connect you.